Autoregulation, an important tool to develop whether you track your training or not. Essentially, the more data we have, the more conclusively we can predict the likelihood of a positive or negative outcome. Tracking data points is one way, but after a while, you become accustomed to how certain conditions quote-unquote feel. You begin to associate sensation with things like your state of physical or mental readiness, resilience to training discomfort, global and or local fatigue, etc. By quote-unquote listening to your body, you can essentially accomplish something similar, albeit less precise, than what tracking data does, and the subsequent training decisions based off this intuition are referred to as autoregulation. I'm a firm believer that the most successful individuals in anything, academia, finance, sport, etc., ultimately master both the data sets of their trade as well as an intuitive knowledge of when to push harder and when to back off or out simply by quote-unquote feel alone. Today for me was a perfect example where both the data on my Garmin, in my green book, and how I felt was telling me to take an easy step mill day. I disregarded all this initially and had an absolutely terrible session on the bike. After failing the zone 2 portion, I quickly quote-unquote auto-regulated by cutting out my sprints and my plans to lift afterwards, acknowledging that, due to feeling fatigued, pushing it too hard today might be counterproductive. Too many days of quote-unquote not listening to your body is a quick way to an overuse injury, and sometimes the biggest red flags are the subjective, felt ones, not what the data reflects in your training log or fancy tracking app. Autoregulation is a great skill for you to develop to help you stay in the fight. Thanks for watching.